So in part 1 we left off at the Pimento Grove, so we are back to talk about, we've pretty much finished the Pimento Grove, so we can move on. Over here I just had this little strip of land open up, so it's always nice to put little monuments or patches of flowers and bushes and stuff just to make it look nice. So over here in this open area I just tossed in a flagpole and a few flower beds and stuff. And then over here is the Nighthawk Diner. Really cool building. I really like this thing. It's got like a nice color which adds some nice touch to our town. It's right behind a lake, or a river rather, so I put a brick wall there. My bad, I don't know what I'm talking about. And if you have buildings that just have like open space on the side, you can always toss some trash cans there. It adds a nice touch to it. Over here just have a bench with a tree, boardwalk tree actually, and then yeah, it's really nice. It doesn't have a parking lot though, because it's pretty much meant to be a building on the side of a street corner, so that's pretty cool. And then over here with the library, which is really nice. I tend to do this quite a bit with my buildings, is instead of just making like a normal walkway up to the front of the building, I'll just customize it in my own way. Over here there's just like a little walking area, or a little driveway into the parking lot, and then just a little path over to the stairs, and then you're in the building. And in the front there's just a bench, I guess, for reading, and a tree. And just for the hell of it, I put some loud fireworks in front of the library. I don't know why, I just had some open space there, I guess. So, and these little newspaper dispensers are always cool things to toss anywhere that there's open space. So yeah. And then you get over here and it's still a little bit more wooded area, like forests and stuff. So Cletus's farm is over here. It kind of doesn't make sense though, that's all like rural or urban, and then you just get to like random woods, but whatever. And then it's pretty nice. You can fit in some pumpkins, some broken down dryers, some washing machines, anything really that just doesn't fit in, you can toss at Cletus's farm, which makes it nice. And then across the river is the Channel 6 Studios, which really nice, pretty cool looking place. It's got some satellites, a butterfly tent, a nice walkway up to the front of the building with a big fountain in front, some weather vanes, a nice parking lot with one of the Channel 6 news vans driving out. Really nice building. And then right across is just the Burns Manor, so not missing anything. And then right behind that is the town hall, which is really nice. I just thought that it should be the building that sticks out the most, because it is the town hall. Although it doesn't have a lot of the stores on the side, it's pretty nice. And all flowers all over the place. And first when I did this, a lot of you guys said it didn't look that nice, but I think it looks pretty cool. Have all the flowers and stuff. And if you kind of like look at my town, it's a lot of it is symmetry. Like if you pretty much just cut this in half, it'd be exactly parallel. You got 2 gazebos, 3 trees, all flowers. And it's like that a lot with all my other buildings, like the magnifying glass as well. Same stuff on each sides and stuff like that. That's what I think looks nice. It's not like that with every building, but most of them. And then you move up to the Try and Save, which is pretty nice. It's got one of those weird cars in the parking lot. It's got a gas pump over here, a phone booth, a few cones, an area in the back for a dumpster, a bench, parking lot. Pretty nice, back entrance. Then you got the police station, which is really nice as well. Some trees on the side, a nice big fountain in the front, a back area for the police cars, and if they gotta bring in a suspect or something, really nice. Front entrance as well. So that's a really cool building. I like that as well. Another case of symmetry. And then behind it is the Springfield Subatomic Super Collider. Really nice building. It's got the weather windsock snake thingy, and you know, barbed wire fence around it. Not really sure why I did that, but it looks nice there. And this building's actually really cool. I like this building a lot. Not really sure why, it looks really unique, and it's just like a really nice, you know, laboratorical looking building. And yeah, so the black holes there, so that adds like a nice unique touch. And moving on, we have the volcano base, which never really made much sense to me because it's not a volcano, it's just a weird pink mountain, but whatever, that's besides the point. So it's, you know, all fenced in as well. We got some trees behind it, radioactive man sign, dumpster, which I'm not sure why is there, and, you know, a little entrance blocked off by some barricades, and, you know, nice, you know, room for somebody to drive around or walk around in there, so really nice. Then we have the Phineas Q Butterfats ice cream parlor, just nice parking lot, an eating area, you know, fenced in with some nice white fences, and, you know, really nice building. I like the way I made this. It's just really nice looking place. Then we move on to Sprawl Mart, which is pretty cool. Gave it this little driving area. You can get to the back, so you can go into these side doors, and you know, if you're like shipping anything, you know, delivering products there, I guess. I mean, I don't know, I pretty much thought of everything when I was making this town, you know, stuff that's, you know, not even gonna happen, just stupid stuff, I guess. But, you know, it was a nice opportunity to use these cobblestone walls, so I threw those in, and, you know, there was some extra space here, so I tossed in some fences, some trees in the back. Nice big parking lot, you know, like most Walmarts have, and, you know, that came out really nice. And then, you know, we can move on to the Popsicle Stick Tower, which was really cool. These three buildings kind of gave me some, you know, architectural, you know, stuff to work with, so I could put some trees around it, some shrubs, some flowers, some fences, and stuff like that. Really, that's just what makes it look nice. And some benches in front, Larry Me vending machine, and it fits in nicely with the magnifying glass, which is pretty cool, like I said. Lots of room for like decorating around it. Got some flower beds, some trees, some planters, a nice big fountain in the front, and it's shining onto the magnifying glass, even though, or no, it's shining onto the Popsicle Stick Tower, even though it won't catch on fire, which sucks, but even then, it looks pretty cool. And if you guys have ever noticed, like, these three big buildings have like something special about them. I guess with the magnifying glass, I guess you can, it gives you the ability to, you know, burn anything. Like, you can make the beam of light go on to something so it looks like it's burning. You know, the Popsicle Stick Tower sways back and forth, you know, dropping little sticks and stuff, and the escalator to nowhere just has the people that go up and then they fall off into the pit of no return. So this building was pretty cool. It takes up lots of room though because it's super long. I mean, I didn't have to, you know, make it take up that much room, but I just thought that it looked good. You know, it has a nice walking area in the front with these nice excellence statues. You know, fenced in area with some trees, and, you know, it's really cool. It's nice and tall. That's what I really like about these three buildings, is they add like a nice touch of, you know, third dimension to our town. So, you know, instead of just having everything be small and flat, it's, you know, nice and big. And that sounded weird, but anyway, moving on to the pet cemetery, kind of in its own little wooded area as well. It's got one dead tree there, which isn't, you know, I didn't want to fill the whole area with dead trees. I just thought it looked kind of bad. But it's got its own little walking area, and this building kind of decorates itself, really, because it's, you know, littered with trees and shrubs inside, so there's not really much you got to do to it. And then moving on to the open air stage in its own little park area, you know, Springfield Park. Too bad it's not bigger, but, you know, no room for parks in my town, I guess, so I gave it this little area, which isn't too bad. But, you know, it's got some fireworks here as well, so, you know, if you're rocking out to the concert, you know, you can get the whole experience and stuff, so that's really nice. And then Fat Tony's compound, which is oddly not anywhere near any other houses. I'm not sure why I decided to do that, but you know, it looks nice where it is. Got its own little drive-in area, two gates, you know, tons of trees, and you know, a limousine over, well, you know, one of those weird mobster car ones. And even though it's a Mr. Burns one, it just looks nice there. So that's that. And then there's the hospital with its own little parking lot and like a personal one for the ambulances, and you know, trees and stuff in the back, and you know, driveway in the front. So that's another building that sort of decorates itself. And yeah, we've hit the 10-minute mark, so I guess we'll move on to a part 3.